Why don't you take a cold shower, sober up, and think about who you really are, Time Lord?
No thanks. Not in the mood for another existential crisis.
Doctor, pull yourself together. This isn't you. Why don't you try exploring again? Get your mind off things. Anita is very worried about you. Please don't be selfish just this once.
You know what happens when I explore? Darks and death, and not fall for that again.
Man, Doctor, you let yourself go. You really don't give a damn anymore, do you?
You don't shit, you know that?
Doctor, you need help. You need your friends.
My friends, they're rubbish. Huh. Deja vu.
Keep on going. Even if your only motivation is to spite everyone who despises you.
That's not who I'm spiting right now, honey.
So then, Doctor, since it appears that there's little left that you trust, tell us, is there anything that you hate? Not merely annoyed with you, understand, but hate in the sense you would do anything to get rid of it.
You're looking at it, baby.
Doc, same different experience. When you hit rock bottom, the only way you can go is up.
This was $30,000 on the toilet.
That was not the kind of up I wanted.
Jack is alive. You must fight him, but he can play. Jack, could you kill now? You must be on guard. Doctor, what the hell are you doing? Go after Jack.
Yeah, no. That's not happening. Anytime soon. I know after what happened.
Fascinating. You couldn't kill the master, but you were perfectly happy to repeatedly murder your only remaining friend. How can you justify this?
It's not like I didn't at least try to kill the masters.
Did you at least drop Jack somewhere safe? I mean, you didn't exactly drop him in the city of Weeping Angels or something, did you?
Dropped him right back at the casino. Well, about 55,000 feet above it.
God, you're an ass.
What?
How's
What?
Twilight? No, I was saying, God, he's an ass. How's Twilight? Perhaps you should check on Twilight. How long has it been since you've seen her?
A while ago. But she looks happy. I didn't want to ruin that.
Oh, get over yourself, Doctor. What would Twilight think of you shooting your best friend?
I didn't want her to see me like that. You're not making anything better anymore.
Ooh, she's angry. Oh, I'll help him. Hey, you ruffian, you're the sorriest excuse of living being I've ever witnessed. Why don't you go clean yourself up? You're a disgusting, wretched ass of a Time Lord. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, she's my favorite. She's so cute. This has to stop. You can't drink the problems away. You risk that the alcohol only makes you more depressed. Doctor, please let us help you for the changes.
I don't know what else to do.
Oh, how the mighty fall, eroded by doubts, torn down by fear, and smashed with anger. Look at what you have done, and smile at it, for you shall reap what you sow.
It's nothing to smile about.
Oh, Doc, what have you done? You know, despite all the running and hiding, you still have a knack of getting into trouble.
I wasn't hiding well enough.
Doctor, I know you won't listen to me, but still, if you could cut down on the drinking and everything, it's hurting Anata, the hourglass.
You make it sound so easy.
Doc, you're making Nada cry again. Clean yourself up. We all know you and drinking don't get along very well.
Leave me alone.
Goodness, doctor. Time to get up now. Maybe soak in a bath for a bit. A little bit of preening to make yourself feel better, too.
I'm just not in the mood.
Oh, doctor, you need to detox Anita. Try to put him in a steam room and give him things like honey and tea to help get out of his system. Let him cry on her shoulder because you're probably the only being in the whole of the time and space you'd be willing to open up to at this point.
What? I'm not going to cry on you. Stop looking at me like that.
Oh my god, it's just so adorable. You need to get it together, Doctor. You are at a point where no one can help you but yourself, so if you want to get rid of this pit you have dug for yourself, I suggest starting now.
I am helping myself by keeping myself away from everything else.
My apologies, but look at yourself. It's pathetic. You're truly on your own worst enemy, Doctor.
I know. I've always known that. But I'd rather be my own worst enemy than being an enemy to the universe.
You say you don't care anymore. Do you still care for Twilight, or was she also added to the pile of souls you forgot about?
I still care about her. More than anything. If I didn't care, I'd be using her as a crutch under the sheets right now. Ow, 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 what the hell? Pain. Lots of pain.
What happened to your hair?
I neglected it for a while.
World sucks. Jack sucks. Blah, blah. We get that your life is in this vortex of emotional agony, but you seriously need to get a haircut, man. There's a limit. I need to give him a makeover. Maybe a new look. We'll cheer him up. Isn't Anita acting a little strange to you?
Now look, let's not be hasty. I don't think you would be using magic and scissors. Oh God, help! No!
Even Doctor, that's nice. Doc can read these questions.
Okay, give me one sec. How's it look? Oh, let us see. How's the new look? What the fuck did she do to your hair? So, Doc, how do you like your new haircut?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Well, Doc, what's your new haircut anyway?
This isn't a haircut. This is a hair butchering.
At least you didn't have the razor. Nada, just wanted to say, job well done.
Don't encourage her.
So cute.
There you go, Doctor, and you look makes everything better.
You know what I think makes everything better? Hats. Definitely hats. Yep, I sure love hats. Kill me.
Have any fancy new life goals with that now that everything is shifted for you?
Well, I was hoping I could drink myself into a coma.
How is keeping yourself away from everything really healthy? Whenever you do that, you end up depressed and lonely, and most likely to do something stupid while drunk. Not a lot of self-help there, is there?
I've always been depressed and lonely. I'm just more honest about it now.
Quick question. Do you think you need help? I don't know about you, but shooting and cutting out friends from your life isn't very healthy in my book, but you should keep saying you don't want Twilight's help. I think Twilight would want to help you if she saw you now. So tell me, do you think you need help? If so, seek it.
I'm beyond help.
But doctor, you're not a horrible person. A horrible person wouldn't, despite no inclination to help, because as far as you did to help Scootaloo and her baby be reunited, you have great potential for help, even when you don't want to. And I don't think you're really addressing the problem here.
And that's how you live with yourself, because once in a while, on a whim, if the wind's in the right direction, you happen to be kind. And I should have listened to myself back then.
How is being lonely supposed to help you? All it does is give you more time to think about all the things that have gone wrong. Isn't that why you started running in the first place? You don't have to think about the bad times?
Maybe it's about time I thought about them.
I know you hate certain ponies for various reasons, but all this hate, depression, lust, and rage that's inside you is just feeding the monster. And in time, the monster will be released on those you care for. Can you carry on like this and know that everything you're doing is just making the monster stronger?
It's about time I put that monster in a proper cage, yeah.
Have you ever had hallucinations during your drinking? If so, what kind? If you'd be kind enough to at least shed some light to us about what goes on in your mind during your drunken stupors, please tell us the random things that occur or the sort of blissful things that push away the bad somewhat. No one said wishing out loud was bad, and you can trust us.
It just makes everything a fuzzy blank. I like that. Numbness. It's a lot less.
You wouldn't have to climb so high if you didn't fall so far in the first place.
I slipped. I didn't fall on purpose. But I keep tumbling down and down and down. I can't find the ground.
That's why it's called tumbling. Ever given any thought as to why you've changed so much?
Wish I knew. I just don't know. Peppermint eggnog whiskey.
Oh, that sounds
That
delicious.
sounds terrible. That is like absolutely disgusting sounding. So, I do not think boozing till you pass out is the best solution to your current problem. What do you think caused Jack's sudden change of attitude before you threw him out? It seemed rather out of character for him.
Out of character? No. I let thousands die, including him. And I betrayed his trust.
Allow me to rephrase something you said before you got drunk. I don't care about you or the universe. In fact, I'd rather watch you and the rest of the universe burn. And then you shut up. What you said was something the master would say. Apparently, you're becoming more like the master, and the master's becoming more of a doctor than you are.
I don't know why I said that. It just slipped out. I don't know.
really think hiding is going to do you any good? Doctor, it's not just the fact that you killed Jack. He's going to come after you now. Why wouldn't he? If it's not for revenge, then to make sure you don't end the universe on a whim. You no longer have the luxury of hiding anymore.
Hey, Doc, are you worried at all of making enemy of Jack? Dad does know more about you than just about anyone else. Save the master, of course. Would he be able to use that knowledge to take revenge?
I know that. I know.
Doctor, what you did was several levels of wrong. I'm not going to shame you for shooting Jack. I will tell you, however, that your actions have already had consequences. You pushed Jack away, and now you have a new enemy. I hope you know what's coming for you now.
That's one reason I'm hiding now.
Oh, Doctor, do you even realize what you've done? You've cast aside the only person who might have been able to understand or help you. The one person in all of the universe who could have been there for the rest of your life. You shot Jack in the head. Can you honestly even stand to look at yourself anymore?
No, I can't. Can't even stand being conscious.
Well, at least you feel something about it. You wouldn't try to drown your sorrows otherwise. I suppose you wouldn't want to talk to us about it right now. I think you need some cheering up.
I'd rather just drown.
If you dropped dead right now, no one would cry for you, not even.
You skipped one.
Wait, I did?
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
from, I'd rather just drown. Then it goes to the, you did what was necessary, doctor.
Oh. Hold on. Oh, okay. It must have just, like, not loaded yet. You did what was necessary, Doctor. Jack would have killed you. Well, not exactly, but he would have harmed you. Please don't harm yourself like this. You're better than this.
No, stop trying to excuse what I did, please.
I dare you to try to justify what you did to Jack. You could have talked to him, could have reasoned with him, knocked him out, wait for him to calm down, restrain him. But you killed him in the most painful way possible. And you know he's not dead. You made an enemy who can't die. Someone who is your friend. He will find you. I want you to try and say you did the most sane action. But whatever made you come to that decision, I think we all know the doctor wouldn't have done that.
I can't justify it. Nothing about me has been sane lately. Can't stand it. What am I turning into? Why? Hurts so much. Why would anyone understand that?
If you dropped dead right now, no one would cry for you, not even Twilight.
Doctor, do you believe that your life is better for having learned the truth? You never used to be this miserable back when you were still adventurer, cared for people, and risked your life for others. Whether you want to be the old you again or not, you've at least got to admit that ignorance was bliss.
I wish I'd never found the truth.
I don't feel sympathy for you anymore, Doctor. You don't even deserve that name. You don't help people anymore. All you do is mess everything up. I can't wait for Jack to return because we all know at some point he will.
Doctor, don't you think you should go and talk to someone? Hell, anyone. I think if you just start talking to someone about this, it might feel a bit better.
I think you should talk to somebody. Company is nice when you're miserable, yeah? Go talk to a stranger for all I care. Just stop trying to shoulder all that pain yourself. It
can't be healthy.
I thought
Isn't there anyone you can just sit down with and have a nice chat? Someone whose life you haven't screwed up?
that's what we were doing. I'm talking to all of you now, aren't I? Doesn't that mean anything?
Any reason why we should care about all your self-inflicted?
I never asked any of you to care. I tried so hard to push all of you away. But no matter how hard I tried, you all kept talking to me. No matter what I said or did. I guess after a while I just thought I could trust you a lot. You would stay by me through thick and thin. Closest thing I have to friends these days. The only ones I can talk to.
I hope you realize that was all your fault. Your new attitude is doing the universe no favor.
I hid from all of you for over a month, but I realized I needed to talk to someone again. I guess it's pretty pathetic. I know. You don't realize how important you are.
Come on, Doctor, try to think. Remember all the good and fun and stuff you used to do. The times when you did feel good and they went, right? Remember those moments they were worth being the doctor for, weren't they?
Of course they were, but now I don't know.
Do you think you even deserve to be called the doctor? Never cruel or cowardly was the oath you took when you became the doctor, and you've broken both, which makes you no different than the one who burned Gallifrey.
I'm not. I never was. I told myself a pretty little lie that I was never him, that I never did those things. But I did. I did it, and it doesn't matter what I called myself.
The name you choose is like a promise you make. Can you really call yourself doctor anymore? You know, you really don't deserve the name doctor, because that implies you're wise or you help people. You do neither. You're just an idiot with an immense amount of power.
But it's all I have left.
You say you never longer care about yourself, the universe, or other individuals. But what is there left? You really had nothing to care about? You'd have killed yourself, so what's making you hang on? Give us something here, Doc.
Because it's all I have left. It's all I have left. Please, it's all I have left.
Look, perhaps there really is only one way to end the pain. For this endless nightmare to stop. It's simple, really. You just need to be honest and find the answer to this question. Doctor Who?
Stop it. Stop it. Don't take my name away. Please.
So, have you ever considered a new name? Not very doctory anymore. How about the hermit, the curator, the vet? Nah, that one's stupid.
I don't want to lose who I am. There's so little left. Don't kill him, please. Oh, God, don't kill the doctor. I know I'm just a shadow, but let me pretend just a little longer. Just a little more. That's me. Edward Hyde. Hiding from the kind Henry Jekyll. Ashamed of who he was hiding. Just Mr. Hyde, and Jekyll is dying. Hanging on to the last strand.
Ah. Madrak, you want to start again?
Yeah. I had no idea you thought of us that way.
I think the alcohol made me a little sappy.
You want to talk? Let's talk. You don't know who you are, but who do you want to be? And don't say anyone but myself. I mean, what kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to become?
Honestly, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
This might be a sensitive question, so try not to blow up again like the other times. Now that you've learned to feel ashamed of yourself again, have you at all revised your opinion of Ditzy, whether you still consider her a traitor or not? Have you at least been able to admit to yourself that you've treated her monstrosity?
Titsy. I'm ashamed that I can't get over her. That even a mention of her still makes me angry.
Honestly, Doctor, I really don't care anymore. You've been trying to help. We've been trying to help you, and you don't do shit to help yourself. You trust us, and trust us to tell you that you're lower than you've been, and you need to shape the fuck up.
Fine then. What do you propose I do?
Doctor, if we are so important to you, then listen. Listen to us because we're just trying to help you go out there and be fantastic. You might be pathetic now, but that doesn't mean you'll always be this way. How about you start turning yourself around a bit? I don't know, do something grand.
Baby steps, guys. Come on. If I'm at rock bottom, you can't expect me to get to the top of the mountain in one step. So, try again.
Hey, sorry. Hey, why don't you find a bar and get out a bit? I heard there's a really great one in Stalingrad. Maybe you can get in a fight or something.
First, I don't need any more violence in my life right now, thank you. Secondly, I have my own bar which works just fine. In fact, good idea. I could use another drink.
Doctor, perhaps if you don't know who we are, it's time for a new name. You certainly don't behave like the doctor. Your name is a promise, is it not? If you have failed that promise, then it's only right to choose a new name and make a new promise.
Alright, if you insist on calling me anything besides Doctor, then just call me a Hyde. I don't care anymore. I'm not a drink, I just like...
Doc, take over. I can't talk over this lawn mowing.
Okay. Hold on. Doc, sheesh. At this point, I'm worried if you're gonna get any get alcohol poisoning. Isn't there something else you could do to occupy your time? Like, I don't know, take a cold swim or something?
You didn't notice I'm a terrible swimmer. Usually I just kind of soak in the shallows.
It's awful how worthless you act. Hey, if you want to keep on hiding, please try to do something other than drinking your life away.
Okay, like what? I'm not leaving the TARDIS, you know.
It's all right. Sometimes ponies just need some time alone. But this drinking has got to stop. Our trust is something that is earned. We all know what you're going through is impossible to relate to, but we will always be here to help you as friends.
Trust.
Doctor, you need to calm the nerves. No drinking or sex. Find a safe word.
But the drinking calms my nerves. What else can I do?
I'm sending a crate of black coffee.
All right, I get the hint.
I love the ood.
Hey there, Doctor. You've been quite the asshole lately. Miserable is all right now. And while you were okay with that at first, not anymore. You feel bad about all this, at least a little bit. You don't have to go back to your old self, but at least Get your fucking shit together!
I don't know how. I don't know where to start. I don't even know what's wrong with me.
They say getting drunk is like taking some sort of truth serum. It's never been you don't think you're cowardly, but you do think that. It's not that you don't think of yourself as a failure, you do. And believe me when I say I have been there before. Think many have, but not to the level you have, Doctor. It can get better. It will get better, but only if you let it. The first step, put down the bottle and let yourself feel. Let yourself feel the pain and sorrow. It is a start.
I'm terrified of myself. Who am I? What am I? What am I supposed to do? Tell me, please. I'm begging you, help me. There's something so very, very wrong. I can't control it. It's killing me. It's tearing me apart on the inside.
Venting is the best way to let something things out. It's not easy to bottle your emotions up all the time. Just let it all out.
I've been trying, but it always comes out wrong.
Hold on. Why haven't you run the basic diagnostic test yet? You know, mental and physical scans to see if any biological has happened.
You're right. It's been a while since I did a scan. I think the results were shaky last time. Hard to remember. That was over a year ago, I believe.
Try and look back on moments when you felt something that wasn't you. Isolate what you felt and how you reacted. Was there something swelling up? Or is it instantaneous when you lose control of your actions? I know it's hard and I can't pretend to know what it feels like. But if you can figure out what causes these moments, you can catch yourself feeling that. You can take steps into avoiding those situations, maybe even get better. You've fallen, but there still might be a way to rise up.
Okay, doctor, first just calm down. And no alcohol! Now, I think you should try to remember first time when you started to feel different. Remember what happened. Don't worry, we can help you solve it. It's what friends do.
Listen, Doctor, you need to remember how this all started. Your change started when you discovered the truth. We need to look back into it if we are going to be able to help you. Maybe not leave the TARDIS, but perhaps search through the archive to find out more.
Was it the truth? No, I think I've been feeling sick even before that. So tired, so lost at the end of my rope. I gave up too much. The truth was the nail in the coffin. I just couldn't take it anymore.
No, you know exactly what's wrong with you, Doctor. But you're too afraid to admit it. Thing is, you keep asking for help. We can only help if you admit it. So go ahead, admit to yourself that all the things you've done, because admitting them makes it so you don't ever do it again.
The things I did, they were... What did I...
There's no point in helping you because whatever is wrong causes you to reject any threat to it in a violent way. Like apologizing to Ditsy or talking to Jack. Like how those ended up.
Rejections and apologies. You're all getting too clever. But I'm more clever, and I'll fight you and drag you all to hell with me when this is all over.
You beg for help when we've tried countless times. We've been here to help you, but you always refuse it. Why should we help you at all, Hyde? You don't deserve such pleasures anymore.
That's right. Just give up and embrace the ride. Hyde is here to stay and enjoy the chaos when the Doctor dies. And the players are getting too smart. Time to change the rules. And page.